Hi guys, it's me, Andrea. I will show you some ATCs I made, and these are for Almut Olsen. I will put the details into the description box that you can find her channel. She's making fantastic stuff. So I always wanted to do something with her together because she makes such nice little ATCs, absolutely adorable. So we are both in the Studio ABC group where we get paired, but we haven't been paired so far. And I always said, look, I would like to do some swap with you. And so she said, why should we wait? Let's do it. So that's what we do. And the idea we had was, or the theme is basically doing what the ATCs are all about. Showing your art, showing what is your special, yeah, what do you like to make in art, and that's what you do with the ATC is just to show it to others. So what I do actually is I'm using my rusty cardboard. I always have a bit of cardboard laying around already rusted with iron and an oxidation medium, and so I can use it in my art because I really like rust a lot. So with this too, I put an extra this crackle paste on it. It's from Viva, and here I can tell you it is fantastic, the best one I've ever used, because it's instantly cracking. You don't have to wait for drying. You can force it with a heat gun and it crackles fantastically. I love it. I'm so impatient. I haven't got the patience to wait for that to dry, and often it takes so long. So, okay, that's the first one. I use a little stripe of canvas, that's untreated canvas, and I always have something at home. I quite like to work with it as well. And I glue one of these stripes here on that one. A part of or two of these rusty bits I had were already a bit of paint on, as you can see, and I used it partially and had this leftover. And that's another thing I like to do. I like to work with leftovers. And okay, this one, as I said, with a stripe of canvas, and what I do now is I draw some abstract tulips on it. Start here with a graphite and go then on with paint, and I will keep it pretty monochromatic. Yeah, I use the same Titan buff from Golden here as I did for the background, and of course a bit of outlining, and that's black acrylic ink. Of course it should be visible and it should have a bit of a contrast, but the flowers itself, I wanted to keep them in this Titan buff. And I couldn't resist to use a tiny bit of color. You will see I will use one of my favorite signal colors from Amsterdam, this signal orange, neon or signal orange. That's this one. I really like that a lot. I put that here on the tulips, and I will put it as well on the strip of canvas, but in you can see I protect all the bits right and left, and I will put some splatters on top. Only use a tiny bit of water so that I have a bit more solid splatters here. Isn't that nice? I love it. And a bit more on the tulips, but I won't overdo it. Okay, going around all of them now with this brown pit pen to the edges west from the cutting. They are white, and I wanted to have them more depth. So this is the next one, and that's one of the cutouts or the die cuts I have from Tim Holtz, one of the mixed media die cuts. The wall, I glue that down and cut the overhanging stuff off, and go back here for shading the tulips, and use the Titan buff on that side again, and a bit of the acrylic here, the black acrylic ink. You can see, water it down, and go around all the shapes on the right side. And I will go back then to that one with the wall. I glued that down, let that dry, cut all the overhanging bits off, and you will see me starting then with the word for that thing, and that is a German word, so it's for Almut. Almut is a German as well, so she will understand that, and it calls Mauerblümchen, and that simply means someone, it's nondescript person, or without any attracting attention, for example, or so it's a bit, you can say, like a flower growing at a wall, a bit in the shadow of the wall. It's no one is recognizing it or giving any attention to it. It's not really negative, but because most of the time it's a beautiful thing, but no one notice, and it shouldn't be something negative. I just like it, with the wall in the back, and this beautiful little lady. I quite like her. I found her actually on a little sugar bag in a restaurant. I got it with a coffee. So, and there were 4 different ones I could find, and I used them already, cut them out and put them on a bit of cardboard to have it a bit more rigid, and lost 3 of them. I can't find them again in my mess here. So this lady is the only one I could save, and I had a look, the artist's name was on it, and looked her up in the internet, and then I contacted her, I said, why not? What can she say apart from no? So I asked her if I could use her little art in my art, and she said, yeah, of course, go for it. Of course, I said, I will mention her, and I will put all her details into the description box. Her name is Sabine Tuerk, and she's doing amazing stuff, actually. She is mainly working with a palette knife, and what she does with a palette knife, and I can't even draw it, and she does it with a palette knife. So have a look, go for it, have a look on her internet site. She is absolutely fantastic. Okay, I'm going on now. So these are simple parts for this gears I have, and I glued them on. And this crackled parts, to me, they were a bit too wide. So I went over here with burnt sienna ink. That's India ink. Isn't it an ink? It's an ink, definitely. Bit of water before, and then the ink that it goes into the crackles, and dab it off a bit with my baby wipe. And then the words for this one here that's in English, and it's Ravage of Time. We say that in German as well. That would be Zahn der Zeit, something like that. And that's because of the gears, and it's clock gears, so that's why I found it quite, it goes quite well with it. So this is the last one. I cut out this, or I have these images there from Tim Holtz, these vintage photos, and I cut out this little dog, and I wanted to have someone with this dog, and I look for the right proportion. So this guy, it will be this guy, cut it out, and of course I can't glue them next to each other, so I do it a bit like this. That's okay. And it's because we both have dogs. Almut has a dog, and a very adorable one, and she has a video up with her dog actually at the beach. You have to look at that. She's running around like crazy, having fun at the beach. So we have dogs, so that's something we have in common. That's what I wanted to make, one with a dog, and glue that down, and it needs to be you have to put something on top because it needs a bit to glue on that rust, but it will stick to it eventually, so that's not a problem. Bit of shading here and there, and I use the black acrylic ink again. That works best with a bit of water on the rusty bits, because it's really difficult with a pen, whatever pen you use, because the surface is absolutely rough. You will damage all your pens on that. So this is another German saying, and it's immer an deiner Seite means always beside you. Oh, I can say always with you. I'll never leave you. So, and these gears, for my taste, they blend too much into the background because they had almost the same color. So that's why I use my new gilding wax here and put it on in silver. So absolutely much better. To my taste, much better. I let it dry a bit and then I go over with a very soft cloth and give it a bit of a buff. So that's it. I will show you the close-up now. These are all four together, and I quite like them. I like rust, you know. I'm absolutely into that. So this is my first one, my Mauerblümchen, and I really like that one. I like this little figure so much. So sadly, I lost all the others. I made them, cut them out already, put them on a bit of cardboard, cut them out, and lost them. The only one left. So, and I can't get new ones. So, okay, but so that's the short up, the close up, as I said. And I want to thank you a lot for watching. I hope you like it. If so, please give me some thumbs up. I would be so happy about that. And leave some comments if you have time. Tell me what you think about that. And that's it. So, thanks again, guys. I hope I will see you soon with my next project. And I wish you a fantastic time. Some pictures are coming up now. And bye-bye.